Donald Trump released a new ad attacking President Obama, and it basically mocks him and portrays him as weak.
You're a bunch of killers with good social media. Thanks, Obama.
That's such a sad ad. If anybody watches that and they're convinced by it, or they think, yeah, Obama weak, that's an ape. You're talking to an ape. Obama smiling, joking around, ISIS exists. Bad. Like, they juxtapose it as if, like, President Obama, in the middle of a meeting about ISIS, is making the faces and shit and joking around. I'm pretty sure when he's in those meetings, he's listening, and he's being smart and trying his best to figure out what to do. But no, that's such a Trump ad. That's an ad that you would expect only from Trump. Because I could see him watching that and going, we got him, we got him. Again, I keep bringing this up, but it's just like in the movie The Campaign with Will Ferrell, where they're showing the attack ads that they want to run against his opponent, who's Zach Galifianakis, and there's one that like literally accuses him of being in Al-Qaeda. I like that one. Run that one. That's good. That's a good one, right? And I think he runs another ad where he like fucks his wife or something. That's what I feel. I feel like politics in the U.S. has gotten to that point in many respects. I mean, this is a classic example of right here. That makes no sense. You could easily juxtapose George W. Bush fucking around and dancing and shit as you show shit happening in Iraq at the time. And does that make sense? No, I could actually oppose George Bush based on the policies that he's pursuing. But what's Trump doing? Trump, probably doesn't even know what the fuck we're doing. So he's like, I don't know, put together some ISIS footage and then throw Obama in there going, you got him, man. Ha ha ha, you got him. Okay, everybody vote Trump. Vote Trump. Trump 2016. It's so silly. Now, I'll give you some facts here. According to the Department of Defense, quote, the U.S. has conducted 6,471 strikes in Iraq and Syria. 6,471. Those are the ISIS strikes. Why don't you show that footage? Why don't you show, because you can, because it disproves your point, so you got to muck up some nonsense. And I'll show this chart here so you guys get some more specifics. It says, Operation Inherent Resolve. I can't stand the nonsense names that they give this. It's a TV show or some shit. 129 tanks were damaged or destroyed, 356 Humvees, staging areas, 676, buildings, 4,517. By the way, I'm just going to go on the record and say, this is not actually all good, okay? A lot of this is bad, so let's just get that out there, too. Fighting positions, 4,942. Oil infrastructure, that's the one I think that should be targeted, 260. Other targets, 5,195. And look, man, that's the thing. Somebody like myself, who's a liberal, I look at this and I think, no, it does make sense, since we've been fighting this so-called war on terror for over a decade, and empirically there are more terrorists and we're not succeeding. It's made it worse. Why not give somebody else a shot? I think France is pretty angry and they want to do something. How about let them give it a whack? How about, Russia, who just had a plane that blew up because of an ISIS bomb, allegedly? All right, let them go at it. They're bombing in Syria right now as well. So let them have a whack at it. Let the Kurds who are fighting ISIS continue to fight ISIS. The Shia militias continue to fight ISIS. They want some humanitarian aid? Fine, we'll do it. They want some special forces for us to get top targets? Fine, I'll do that too. But yeah, you can let them lead it. So I look at this, I don't even like all this. But the bottom line is, this does contradict the nonsense that Trump is putting out in an ad. Look, Obama laughing and having a good time, and ISIS exists. What do you want him to do? You want him all day? You want him to sit there with your fucking face on? The mean mug? The resting grandpa mean face? That's the only way you'd take him seriously? And actually, you know what? The final point I want to make on this is, Trump has said before, kind of the same position I just articulated. In the debates, he said, yeah, let Putin bomb ISIS. Okay, so if anything, your attack ad should be going after Obama from the other position. Your attack ad should, I don't know, maybe cite the fact that 90% of our drone strikes have killed the wrong people. That's the thing about Republicans, man. They throw logic out the window every opportunity they get. Here you have an opportunity to say Obama's foreign policy is wrong for reasons X, Y, and Z and make it substantive. You can say, hey, we're too involved and we get too many civilians and I would like to scale down. You could run that ad because you've said in the debates, maybe that is my position. But instead of doing a substantive ad, what do? The opposite. So I ask you, which is it, Don? In the debates you say, yeah, let Russia bomb ISIS and we'll scale down. Why do we need to be involved? But then you run the ads where you're basically going after Obama because you're positioning yourself to the right of it and you're acting like he's weak and he's not doing anything on ISIS. It makes no sense in like 8 ways.